Standard? Yeah, standard's fine, right? Yeah. Alright guys, what's up? It's Fat Dad Skates Bad with Old Broken Skater. We just had a sesh. Actually smashed my knee up doing nothing because I'm an old man, and Miguel's nursing a screwed up wrist.
Yep.
So he kind of took it easy today. But yeah, I thought it would be a fun idea to interview. Really?
Dun, 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 dun.
Well, I thought it would be a fun idea to interview Miguel, and I came up with some questions for him. His real name is Miguel.
Giant drop.
That was my first question, actually. What's your name and where are you from?
So my name's Miguel, and I'm from Bayamon, Puerto Rico. That's where I was born and raised. I lived there for like, I don't know, 10 years, then moved to Florida. I lived in Miami, Florida, and then ended up in Newport, Rhode Island. So,
how old were you when you started skating?
I was probably like 13, 14 years old.
What possessed you to want to start to skate?
So I started surfing first. I came from a surfing background, and I ended up working in a surf shop, and essentially that gravitated me towards wanting to skateboard. And then actually my next door neighbor, he had one first, and I would see him go like grind curbs behind our house, and I'd be like, oh, I want to do that. How do you do that?
Was that in Miami or Newport?
That was in Newport. I lived in this like kind of shitty Navy housing, and there was literally nothing to do as my dad was in the military, so there was nothing to do as a naval kid.
What did you like better growing up, surfing or skating?
I mean, I'll always be true a surfer. That's just like my thing. I competed in it, so that like that was my jam.
You competed in surfing?
Yeah, I could have actually gone into like a professional level and traveled and competed, but I got sidetracked with other things in life. But skating, I mean, I love it. I didn't love it as much then, and that's what made me kind of like give up on it at a younger age. But I love it more now than I do surfing. It's just the vibe and the community of skating is like way different.
Yeah, surfing's rough.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. So what was the worst thing, what was the most like cliquey beach that you used to surf at, where people used to like, I've just seen the stories. I've never seen people fist fighting over skate parks, but apparently they fist fight over waves.
So like where I grew up in Newport, so you got Newport, Middletown. I surfed a lot at the Middletown, the second beach, and then there was another break which is not a secret break anymore. It's called Ruggles, and I used to ride mainly longboards. I mean, I rode everything, but out of all the cliquey places, there was a pecking order there. People would fucking cut your tires. People would wax your windows. It was like just. Especially
really
if you,
bad?
oh dude, if you were a longboarder, like, I mean, luckily I had a person who used to be like, dude, fuck them, go out there, go do your thing, and I would, and I earned the respect, but like it took years, and people would just, they still are, they're vicious.
So what's a longboard versus a shortboard for surfing? Because I don't even know. Like the longboard's the long big ass ones?
Yeah, so traditionally a longboard is 9 foot and longer.
Okay.
I mean, you could sneak away with 8 foot and longer. So a shortboard is usually 5 foot to just below 7 foot range, 7 foot to 8 foot. Before 9 is like a hybrid.
So is it kind of like skating where they say like wrongboarding type deal? Like because longboarding and regular skateboarding is seen kind of as like dorky or something?
Yeah, it's exactly the same thing, except surfers are, you know, and I'm not trying to put all surfers into one bucket, but surfers are fucking assholes. You know, skateboarding, we can go skate and maybe someone will drop in on you and it's cool, yeah, and it's not a big deal, right? Because we're at the skate park and the skate park's always there.
Yeah.
Surfing, you get waves like, you know, in sets of 4, 3, and you're waiting and someone drops in on you. You know, the next thing you know, there's people trying to stab people. It's just, people get angry.
So how old were you when you stopped skating the first time around?
First time around, I stopped skating around like 19. My knee, so I had several knee injuries.
Yeah, I know you had a lot of knee injuries.
I just couldn't, my knee kept popping. I kept fucking popping, and I didn't know I had a torn ACL, so I was skating that whole time with my first torn ACL.
Did you keep surfing after you stopped skating?
Yeah, surfing never
stopped?
I never stopped until I joined the military, and once I had joined the military, it was
that's kind of hard to...
No way I could go surfing.
So what do you think is harder, surfing or skating?
I think skating definitely is harder.
You think so?
Yeah.
I've heard everybody say the opposite.
it's funny because like you'll see people who go to try and learn surf, and they'll fucking grab the smallest board possible, and the hardest part is catching the wave and standing up. When you have a bigger board, whether it be 8 foot or 9 foot, you have more stability under you to catch the wave and, you know, stand up. Skating, I think skating is only as hard as you make it out to be, you know? When I started skating again, I was like, oh, I gotta make sure I can do crooked grinds, and I gotta make sure I do that. And like when you set your mindset up, like I gotta go get a kickflip. Everybody wants a kickflip, right? Then you're gonna make skating miserable for yourself. If you just, you know, all right, today I want to learn how to just cruise, then you'll learn quicker. But
so what possessed you to start skating again?
I had nothing to do. So like, you know, I'm an alcoholic. So after I stopped drinking, you know, finding things to do to occupy my time and be creative became hard. I do photography, I do some graphic design, but like I was getting kind of like plump, just not doing anything. And I saw my one of the original skateboards I had when I quit skating, and I was like, I wonder if I could ride this stupid thing. And it started in the front driveway, just chooching around, and then before I knew it, me and you connected, and you were like, oh, you gotta come here. And yeah, it was just another way to be creative and just get the body moving and having fun, I guess.
So how old were you when you first started skating again?
Shit, I'm 44, so 42 and a half.
42 and a half.
I was almost 43, yeah.
Damn, so you haven't even been skating back that long.
No.
Holy shit.
And it's crazy because like a lot of the shit I do now, I could never do when I was younger. When I grew up skateboarding, I was always transition. I could skate the shit out of a mini ramp.
Yeah.
But like you'll see me, especially in a lot of my videos, I gravitate towards ledges and just weird shit.
All the stuff
like,
I don't do.
I could never do any of that stuff, and now I'm like, I wanna learn that. But before, mini ramps and handrails.
Handrails?
Yeah.
Oh god, no.
Everybody was doing
pain.
like tray flips and hard flips, and I was like, all right, well, fuck you. I can go. I'm gonna jump down this stair set and do these, this rail.
Terrifying. So let me ask you. So what is your advice to somebody starting up skating in their 40s or late 30s or whatever? Fucking beat.
I would say, you know, don't get caught up in all the, I call it the board bullshit. Just find a skateboard that's wide enough to be stable under your feet. If you got, you know, size 9 foot, get it an 8 wide board, 8.5. If you have size fucking monster 14 foot,
right here.
Get it, one of those giant, you know, get something stable under your feet, and, you know, learn the basics. Don't think that you need to go learn a kickflip. Don't get fixated on these crazy tricks. Learn the basics.
Still can't.
Tic-tacs. Everybody laughs at tic-tacs, hippie jumps, you know, that kind of shit, like, goes into, like, the ollie. It goes into, you know, front side turns, all that weird bullshit that everybody kind of skips over as an older skater, at least.
Yeah.
It's great, and it's fun, you know, you get lost, and people are probably looking at you going, like, what is that kook doing? And you're just, like, jamming to Metallica doing tic-tacs? Who cares?
I mean, you could get creative with tic-tacs, like, I mean, I do a ton of power slides, but essentially they're just tic-tacs that you push into, right?
Yeah.
So I love power slides because I can't ollie because I'm fat and old. But my point being is that's essentially just a tic-tac. You just fucking tic-tacking around and pushing. That's all it is. It's the same thing.
You can break down just about any trick, and it goes back to some fundamental, right? The ollie has a ton of tail taps. Tail taps have manuals. Manuals help with ollies.
Yeah.
You know, like all those little fundamental things. If I was starting all over again, I would just focus on that and be like one of those nerds that breaks down things simplistic. I can't even say that word.
Simplicity.
Simplistically. I don't know.
All right, so let me ask you one more word of advice. So you've progressed super much, like in your skating. Like, I would say more so than most skaters I watch. What is your word of advice for progression? Like, do you think it's sticking to? Well, let me frame it this way. Do you think it's sticking to certain things, or is it better to get a wide array of tricks? Like what do you think is a better? Oh God, I'm butchering this question.
I would say, like, in order to, you have to have an open mind to begin with. Like, I always say to you, like, you know, 5 to 10 and I'm done. So like, I'll try it 5 to 10 times, and if it starts to click, then I'll flow with it.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, I already have something
that's one
else.
thing I'm so guilty of.
Always
like, I'll ruin my session trying stuff over and over.
I always have something in my mind that I want to try, whether it be like 1 trick or 10 tricks, and I'll rotate them. You know, don't get fixated on today. I need to learn the ollie. Well, if you're not gonna learn today, you could definitely learn how to manual. All right, you're not gonna learn how to do that. Well, you probably learn how to do power slides.
Yeah.
So like, if you're constantly thinking of the different things and having that open mind, you're not constantly punishing yourself trying one thing. And usually when we punish ourselves, it's in human nature to say like, oh, I fucking suck.
Yes,
I'm a
so
loser.
guilty of that.
I'm a piece of shit.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
not everybody says it like that, but
I do.
You know, like,
You'll hear me on my channel constantly. You fucking suck.
I think, you know, we abuse ourselves rather than keeping the open mind and just trying different things. Like, you know, people say like, oh, you know, you're good. And it's like, I'm not good. I'm having fun. Literally, like, I try to skate everything, and I tried a hard flip. The fucking board went on my butt crack.
Oh God.
Didn't try it again, you know?
Yeah.
I just try different things, and I try and break it down, like kick flips. It's funny, I used to not be able to do kick flips when I was growing up. Could do heel flips all day long.
See, I've been wanting to try heel flips. That you mentioned that, but anyways.
Like, kick flips is just, if you picture your skateboard as a lever, right? Your feet are controlling the pressure of the lever. I found that if I put the opposite toe pushing down one way and the opposite toe pushing down the other way, counter to each other,
Yeah.
it creates a pressure, so I no longer have to push the kickflip. It just spins by itself.
Yeah.
Like, if you just think of silly things like that and have an open mind and just be creative, you'll progress. I mean, besides, you know, making sure you're stretching and doing all your
Yes, that's the big one.
all the good things you're supposed to do after 30.
Let me ask you one more question. What is since I've been nursing this, my knee injury is not bad, but I pulled my knee skating just before work. I didn't stretch. It's actually funny you brought that up. I didn't stretch. I was at a new park. I was just bailing off a big quarter pipe, and I must have just stepped the wrong way, totally pulled the muscle in my knee. My knee's been bugging me. You can see me with the knee brace in the video. What is your word of advice? Because you've had so many different types of injuries, not just knee injuries. What is your word of advice for skating? Or first of all, how long to stay off the injury? And then another word of advice, what is your word of advice for skating with an injury and like getting over it? Like what do you do personally to get over stuff like that?
So, like, prime example, I literally I thought this thing was broken. I haven't skated in almost a week and a half. I mean, we've had 2 or 3 sessions now.
Yeah.
But like, I got to the point where I was scared that this was broken and I didn't want to fall again on it. I mean, the pain threshold, everybody has a different one.
Yeah.
You know, you were telling me about your knee injury. The smartest thing you did was, you know, listen to your body. Like, I don't think I could do this. You know, if you feel like especially when you're crouching down, because skateboarding has a lot of crouching.
Yeah.
If you feel your body saying like, nah, bro, we're not doing this, just stay off of it a week.
Yeah.
You're not gonna lose your tricks. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm always scared of. That's my
crazy
fear.
thing. Like, you're gonna lose your tricks if you don't skate for a week or 2, like maybe a month and a half,
Yeah.
and you're sitting at home eating Dunkin' Donuts. You might lose your tricks or something, but you know, I
don't know if you'll lose. It's just going to be a little
the
bit.
muscle
of
memory is going to take a little bit to kick
Yeah,
back in.
yeah. Which is not even today. I couldn't even fucking board slide.
Yeah, but like the other day, you did the power slide disaster. I think it was your first day
I did
back.
it today too. Yeah. Yeah.
You don't lose them.
I
It's
just
about,
got that trick.
You gotta listen to your body, because like, if you go back into it, you're gonna get hurt again, but you're gonna have that fear, that extra reactionary fear of falling, and it's just gonna be a miserable session.
Yeah.
So like, I've been taking the last 3 sessions super easy. I don't want to fall, but I know I'm gonna fall.
Yeah, you fall a lot because
Yeah.
you take a lot of risks. I'm a very safe skater, but you definitely, like, even in your day-to-day skating,
Oh, yeah.
you always push yourself out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm a very incremental skater. Like, I
just-
take a quarter of the
Listen,
slams you do. if
I
not
just
even
know
less.
that, like, no matter what, like I'm 40, whatever, 44. I said, yeah, I'm 44. You figure I'm halfway through my life. I'm lucky if I live to 70, 75. That like is the average. You know, if you're eating healthy, you might make it to 80. My life is half over. Is my paycheck really that important? I mean, child support comes out of it. My truck payment comes out of it. A shit ton of stuff comes out of it.
Yeah.
I'm probably not gonna be able to work. When I got hurt, I was scared I was not gonna be able to work. Guess what? I could still wiggle a mouse. Obviously, you do hard labor.
Yeah.
But
I'm
like,
a little different.
I mean, my dog tripped me. That's how I hurt my wrist.
Yeah.
You know, like I didn't fall skateboarding. So anything out here, you could be.
Yeah, you never
could
know.
be walking across the sidewalk, some doucher freaking sipping a Starbucks could run your ass over. You know, like.
Very true.
So I always try and skate with. I leave my worries in the car and like.
Yeah, it's something I've been trying to do. It's just because, like, you know, I got like sick family, got kids, got bills, I'm the only sole provider. When I skate, I've been trying super hard lately to like just forget about it. And the knee pain helps because I'm just like, oh, my knee hurts, take it easy, my knee. So it keeps me preoccupied, so I'm not thinking about that whole world. So I guess that's like a great point. Like learning to kind of forget about everything else while you're skating definitely helps, because when I start thinking about everything else seeping in, I have bad sessions. Like I've had some bad sessions.
I'm not
lately.
saying like go out and do a rail, but you know, like
push yourself a little bit.
Push yourself enough to enjoy it.
Yeah,
you know, that's usually what's gonna get you to the next level, whatever that may be.
I am the king of baby steps, so I like to like baby my way into every trick. You just go for it. Listen, and I'm jealous. I don't have that in me, and I think it's the dad in me.
I want to front board that rail, and I want to 50-50 it. And I wanted to do it this year, and the risk versus reward is not triggering in my head, so I haven't tried it. I won't try it. I just tried to I did the board slide to fake you out. That was a mental thing I needed to overcome. But you know, I always think about, it's so funny because like at night, I probably live and breathe skateboarding more than normal people. Like at night,
me too, dude. I'm so guilty. I watch all skateboarding, everything.
At night, I'm like, man, if I just ollie this way into that, and I just use this, you know, I always visualize these things. I get to the skate park, and you're like, yeah, you're not doing that.
I think it helps to think about it though. Because like,
absolutely,
like I was even like just stupid. So the only trick I'm learning now that I'm sort of starting to get is that power slide to disaster, and it's only because I'm scared to actually ollie into the disaster. Now my knee's fucked up, so I'm not ollieing anything. But I was thinking about it at home, like if I can just power slide a 180, which I could do easily on a quarter pipe, and just bump it over the coping, then essentially I should be able to power slide fucking disaster, right? Yeah. So actually thinking about it at night actually got me to work through it, to think it was possible to try it, to do it. And I got it the first time with Kurt over at Cheshire Skate Park. But it's actually like it was the thought process of thinking about it at night is what actually got me to actually get that trick. Yeah. Which is kind of cool.
Yeah, everybody has their own way of thinking about shit.
Yeah. Well, all right, man. Well, I just wanted to do an interview. Hope that was entertaining with the Old Broken Skater. Let you guys watch them. It's really good. Go subscribe to your channel if you haven't watched them yet. It's at Old Broken Skater. Just 1 R, right?
Yeah, just 1 R.
And you're on Instagram too?
Yeah, that one's got 2 R's.
That one's got 2 R's. I knew one of them had 2 R's. That's why I was bringing it up. But yeah, go subscribe to those channels. I'll throw those links in the bottom. I skate with them all the time if you guys haven't watched. And yeah, I guess that's about it. Got anything else you want to end the interview with?
Nah, man. Just have fun. Enjoy it.
All right, man. Thanks.
Yep.
All right. Later.